Ladies and gentlemen,
let's get started.
I have thought a lot in the last 24 hours.
Time to get your weekly sports fix.
By the skin of their teeth, they lost.
You know, then you can just ride it the whole thing.
With Stix.
Look at that.
Hey, the boys are back together with a little bit of technical difficulty. So go figure. Fucking figure.
That's what I'm saying. That's when you know it's officially back, because when it starts out with mechanical problems, unknown to two individuals with limited computer literacy.
Ain't that the truth? Man, it's going down. You know, good to be back. Good to see your lovely face there, homie. And I love the gear. Look at the Kraken tee and the Kraken hat. It's popping, homie.
Tell you.
That's only a new era.
I tried to tell you.
You got a new era Kraken though?
No, hell no. Only people doing it is only people still. New era has two joints out. The regular team color, hard to find, and then you got to go to either Mitchell and Ness. Makes a good one. You know, we know those names. And then, of course, Fanatics, you know, Fab 47 brand or whatever. But yeah, Mitchell and Ness, man. I like it.
Yeah, it's popping. I like it. It's pretty sweet, dude. Fitted, of course.
Yeah, man, I got to represent them boys. I got to let people know that the S is out here. I'm starting to see hats, beanies, and whatnot around town. You know, not so much the T-shirts. So it lets me know where everybody is with their investment in the squad. But you know how I do it. When I do it, everybody in the whole fam is fitted up. They don't have a choice.
That's right.
They jump on the program and they just gotta ride this train until the wheels fall off, man.
Man, they were still speaking of Kraken. I mean, first of all, hey, you know, we're all back, and it's been a few months here. We've been trying to pop it off, but we'll get into the reasons why here in a second. Yeah. But it's been a good time for everybody to subscribe, rate, and review when you do go to the podcast. Check up on all the old nonsense that we spew out to y'all. The archive part of it. And you know, go to thisisfunner.com for more podcast and online content. Chris still doing his thing. So the producer doing his work. There's lots of good stuff on there as well.
Shout out.
And of course, we still have a YouTube channel, you know, so you know, always good to catch up on there as well. Sports Fix with Stix and Nas Big Homie.
Because you know, there's nothing on TV no more. There's nothing on TV no more. So I mean, YouTube and old school stuff is where you do it. You just go back, you recap, you catch up with stuff. I'm trying to tell you, I was just telling the boy right now, become officially the anonymous streaming homie. And right now I am currently on season 6, episode 1. When I hit play next time of Sons of Anarchy, bro. I got 2 seasons left. I'm telling you, this shit is wild, bro. I'm telling you, the person who wrote this story is a genius. The acting and all this other shit, not so much. It seems a little goofy and corny sometimes, but the writing and the story is fucking nuts, man. I'm telling you, it's amazing. You got to get on that.
You found a what do you call that? A guilty pleasure, huh? Sons of Anarchy.
Well, you know, I've literally watched half of Amazon Prime. I've watched 25% of Netflix, because you could never watch a lot of Netflix. There's too much shit on there. Okay. I've watched 50% of Paramount's. I've been going hard, bro, because there's nothing I can do except
and I mean, your boy's been out here working for the man out there, getting a little extra cash flow, and you know, paying off this the United States or the universal debt program. I'm benefiting to that. The final $3 trillion that we're in debt, I've been making sure those tax dollars go to that. So I've been out there doing that. But yeah, you haven't had much time. I mean, we try to talk sports offline a little bit, but I'm very rarely around my phone anymore. So it's like, you know,
and that's why I was telling you, like, whatever you've caught up on, bro, that will be kind of the gist of where it is, because clearly I know everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hey, nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. It's just like, so it's like it becomes fun. So I just like Unscripted Pod, man. We just catch up, you know what I'm saying? Sports Fix with Stix, Unscripted, you know what I'm saying? It's the anonymous big homie. We still in this, you know what I'm saying? It's merch to be worn around the neighborhood still while we're on hiatus. And while we were on hiatus, everybody knew what time it was, because when they seen the shirt and then they seen Sidney Dean and Billy Hoyle on there, you know what I'm saying, smiling real big on the shirt when they see me in the store. They were like, oh, y'all still on hiatus? I say, yeah, for the time being, but get with us. You know what time it is. Check us out in all ventures. You can even buy stuff from us on eBay, some of our old wares and sports memorabilia and stuff like that, because we're trying to keep the podcast rolling and out there in people's face and things like that, even when we're silent. Holler at us when we're doing it.
Hey, that's right. And you know what, homie? I think I hit you up. I think I told you a couple days where it's actually been above 27 degrees outside. I've been able to, strip down into the tee, and I have another tee that I wear outside with our podcast on there. So we're all over those Ring doorbells, baby, because everybody has a Ring doorbell these days. So
that's what I'm saying.
I'm dropping a package off, and you see this little shirt, right here. So hey, we're out there. So
Google it,
until
Bing it, go, all of that. Search Sports Fix with Stix, and you're gonna find all kind of wildness. Just Google it. I'm telling you, just Google it.
Wait until my ass falls down in one of those things, and then we'll definitely be out there, kind of like you outside on your front step.
Oh
except
my god, bro.
You'll get probably a full frontal of the shirt this time instead of the collapse on the front backside. But
here it is. To all of the listeners in the Pacific Northwest and these localized areas, the first person who can send me a screenshot of my men's in the logo garb of the brand Sports Fix with Stix, you know what I mean? All you got to do, throw that into Twitter. You already know the hashtag. You know how to hit us up. He'll tell you a million more times before we get out of here. But the first person who puts that in the Twitter of this dude caught up on the Ring doorbell, MVP. You are Sports Fix with Stix MVP. And I'm putting people.
You on a good one too, homie. All right, y'all. It's Stix here with Sports Fix with Stix, and now it's big homie. We've been working on some technical difficulties for the last 45 minutes now. So who knows what part of the show you're gonna get this in. So while we're waiting for homie to join us here, we appreciate your patience, and as always, go to thisisfunner.com for more podcasts and online content. Obviously, remember to subscribe, rate, and review to the Sports Fix with Stix and Announce Big Homie. We are still here. We're not going anywhere. Just been working a lot. So, for those of you that know, we'll get into it here in a little bit. For those of you who don't know, we'll let you know. So, yeah, it's crazy out there in the real world. So, homie should be joining us here in 1 second. But it's if you missed some of the other one, if we didn't get it all put together, good time to catch up on all the previous podcasts. And, there's about 200 episodes on there, on whatever podcast platform you listen to. So you can peep them all out. And of course, we do have the YouTube channel as well. So there is stuff on there, Sports Fix with Stix and Us Big Homie. So check it out, y'all. We appreciate it. Thank you. Homie should be joining us here in 1 second. So we'll be right back. Hopefully the connection works and stays with us this time. Well, I don't know what the hell's going on. I think it's on my end though. So I think it's the laptop. The internet connection is solid, so I don't know what the hell is going on. But hopefully this time we are good. Homie was on some good stuff too. Hopefully we can get that all pieced together for you. If not, we'll try to reverb it, get it back on here this time when he gets back on here. So we got a challenge for y'all out here in the Western Washington area. Gosh, my mind is not all there sometimes. Eastern Washington. I'm not in Western Washington anymore. I'm in Eastern Washington. Get your head right, Stix. I got it. Make sure you guys use that hashtag Stix in Sports. Follow me on Twitter at Stix015. Follow Anonymous Big Homie at homie_anonymous. Need to keep me in the loop on all the sports stuff going on and ask questions and let me know what y'all think. I need to know about the Kraken. I need to know what you think about the Mariners. I need to know what you think about the Gonzaga Bulldogs going into March Madness. All that stuff. Use all that. Hit us up. Use the hashtag Stix in Sports. What do you think of the Seahawks offseason moves? What do you think about Geno going? Or what do you think about Geno's gonna, stay or go? So a lot of stuff to go over. I have time. I don't have a lot of time, but I'll try to catch it all, and I need to know where everybody stands on all this stuff. Hopefully, Homie doesn't have technical difficulties now like I just did. And looks like he is there, ready to roll. Third time's a charm, Homie.
Possibly. Don't speak too soon.
Knock on wood. I just gave a whole little couple minutes spiel while I was waiting for you, so made sure they all knew what was check out the podcast, the YouTube channel, use the hashtag Stix in Sports. I want to know about the Kraken, the Mariners, and I said Western Washington, Eastern Washington. Don't know where I'm at. I'm in Eastern Washington now, not Western Washington, so I figured it out. Need to know about the Gonzaga Bulldogs. Use the hashtag Stix in Sports, like I said. We'll see how this comes about now. So should be good to go. We'll see. Knock on wood, like you said. Don't get too far ahead of ourselves.
Hey, look, it's a lot of technical difficulties out in the world. And we're no different. It affects everybody on all levels of the game. Technology, as great as it is, as advanced as we think that it is, once upon a time we were dealing with sticks and rocks and whatnot. So yes, you have to have megapixels and things of this nature that are not easily to understand to the simple mind. Technology is a hard thing to fuck with. So therefore, difficulties, a part of life. You smile, you move on. That's why I keep a fire right here. You know what I'm saying? It comes and keeps my chi together. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When I go to, it's nothing more comfortable than different colored leaves and shit like that. While you're waiting for your peoples who's having technical difficulties, who normally sit in their seat, well, I got all these leaves and shit around here. This is what you have to do daily. It is what it is. Get gummies. Yeah, you do what you have to do. Yeah, I mean, if organic way to deal with, well, you know what it is. Hey, look, I'm not going to get into it. People understand what time it is, where it was, and where it's going to be. So sometimes you got to tell them, hop your little ass in this fire right here. This fire right here. Get up in there. Man, look, hey, I don't know. I'm playing around with technology, learning out how to do things, man. I don't even know. Cut it up, slice it up. You record it, sliced up. I don't even know. All kind of clips is going. Hey, immersive host. Where'd everybody go? Back in the game. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know. Back like you never left. But
All right, homie.
So
We're going old school. Let's see how this works here.
It'll all cut up. I guess.
There we
Well,
go.
I didn't even know that the unscripted pod would be self-cut into clips.
It's gonna have to be.
It's easy. It makes my job a whole lot easier. And I enjoy stuff like that because when you can remember the old school Staples commercial when they had the easy button. Sometimes you need the easy button in your life. You need to just hit that and just stuff comes out. And then you end up with days like this. Cool breeze. What's popping?
Hey, One way or another, we got it to work. Knock on wood. Hopefully work. So we'll see. But yeah, you're right. We're gonna have to pop it on off and
Well, sure. Did we even we didn't even get to the Super Bowl or nothing yet, right? Period.
No.
All right.
Nope.
Well, I'll
one
say,
game I got to see in the last 3 months.
well, all right. Well, here's our Super Bowl recap and coverage. Shout out to Kansas City. Fuck it. Let's move on. All right. What else we got? Shout out to pitchers and catchers. You know what I mean? It's spring training. It's a lot of mojo. Everybody's lathered up because this is the time where everybody feels like they got a shot. It could be a shot in the ass, you know what I'm saying? Or it could be that moonshot, that rocket to go up out of here. And I don't know, what are you seeing in terms of Mariners' progress? Because I know you're tapped into that kind of thing. Everybody knows. Nobody wants to. You see where I am. Everybody knows Dodger Stadium, and there's a lot of drama and whatnot. And we got Padres situations trying to run down what we're doing again by signing Manny Machado, but we knew they were going to do that, so it's stupid. It doesn't matter. What do you say about the Mariners?
Honestly, like I've said, for those of you who don't know, I work 12 hours a day, 6 days a week, and it's hard to stay up on all this stuff. Even though I'm listening to like sports talk radio during the day, but you really don't get a glimpse of it because I'm in and out all the time. So it's like really can't stay in tune. But I try to catch up a little bit here at night and then throughout the day when I'm hitting you up and hitting everybody up and stuff. But it seems like they didn't really make a lot of moves. Mm-hmm. I think the only spots they have after signing Teoscar Hernandez, which is a good pickup. I like that from the Blue Jays, is really to see what bullpen, the bullpen arms, and have a couple extra bullpen guys in down there. It seems like they got their 5 starters ready to rock. I still don't know about Marco. We'll see how that turns out. I think he got roughed up a little bit yesterday.
That is the game that I saw the other day, and I said, wow, these the Mariners to these Angels. Oh my God. But it's spring training, like we said. Shout out to pitchers and catchers. There's nothing to even, it's just people having fun in the sun right now is pretty much all it is. And
then you're gonna lose them for the World Baseball Classic. So,
middle of the season this year. Right.
Yeah. So it starts in like 10 days or something. So you're going to lose all these players to the World Baseball Classic. So it's going to be all your AAA, AA guys filling in. So, I think the season's going to be a pretty good start for it's going to be interesting to see how, if all the players that are going to the World Baseball Classic come out healthy from playing all those, longer inning games.
Right.
And then, not being able to work into getting it. But we talked about it before. If you're an athlete, they stay ready. So there's no reason why they should be on load management like the NBA players or whatever. That's
what are you talking about? Playing everything. What do you mean? You're young. You know what I'm saying? Hey, do everything except for put your body on the line like Junior did. But play that hard though. Do everything.
Yeah.
Right. I'm talking about a home run derby, all of that. Do it all, bruh. And see, look, that's what they were talking about that with the NBA All-Star game not too long ago. So this was one of the things that, you might have heard ruffles about with the NBA. The NBA All-Star game was basically a bullshit fest. It was like it was worse than a scrimmage, G. It was worse than a scrimmage.
Oh, yeah.
It was just, they were just throwing lobs up and nobody gave a shit. There was zero competition involved, right? So they were like, well, what do the points mean? What does being the MVP of this game mean? Why do we even have it? Why don't they go do some shit like the NFL does? Well, maybe they should. I don't know. Maybe they should make it a bullshit fest like the NFL turned. That's the only way to say it. You can't have people go out there half-assing, right?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So go ahead.
I was saying that's what the World Baseball Classic. They're not going out there to just participate. Like you said, they're going to go out and play 100.
And so
it's not an all-star game. I get it, but it's
But
it's
still, when you represent a city like Seattle and all of that, right? You would want your big guy to be involved in everything. Put yourself on the world stage. Put yourself in the Derby, put yourself in the All-Star game, and then guess what? Then put on the Seattle Mariners jersey, and then show them what it's really about and bring the highlight to us make sure the world stage is there for the Seattle sports fan. That's what the mission is, right?
100% agree there. So, wait, baseball will be here before we know it. It's already freaking, what is it? Is it March yet? Oh, it will be March in 3 days?
Right.
Fuck, where'd the time go? It's crazy. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be there, but yeah, but I think we started. You said something about Machado. I did see that he signed that deal, which, yeah, like you said, no, everyone knew it wasn't going anywhere. So right. Crazy, but man, the Padres, what, they signed another pitcher. I think they extended Darvish again.
Of course,
they got Bogarts. I mean, but what did we say last year when they got Soto? It wasn't going to be enough, right?
Exactly.
So is it, with all that hype and all that stuff, is it going to be enough? I mean, it's not going to be enough. Overrated, maybe? I don't know what's going on.
That's what I'm saying.
In my opinion, I think it's a little overrated.
Exactly. How are the owners going to feel, right, when they end up shelling out all of that loot and it don't happen for you? Meanwhile, the Mariners, who, you just as an example, I ain't taking a shot at no team, but as the Mariners, do their thing, the way that they're operating a business, while the Nintendo guys operate this business, this profitable business, and they ain't really they kick one guy per generational team, the bread, right? Who was it? Was it Felix that got the bread during that era, or was it Ichiro? Or maybe both of them? Was it right after each other?
Felix did. Felix got paid. Ichiro got paid. Well, did Ichiro get paid?
Probably not. Ichiro got like super the bread though.
No, I don't think so. I know Felix did for that, and then Julio now, like you were getting to, I'm sure.
Right.
But yeah, instead of, Padres already tried that too. What if, like 3 years ago when they signed Hosmer after he won the World Series in Kansas City, they signed him to that big deal. It wasn't the 10-year, $300 million, but it was still the high dollars at that time. But what did they finish behind the Dodgers last year? 20 games or something?
Hey, look, we know they wasn't there. They didn't get in. That's the thing. It just does not matter unless you get in. Unless you add more games to the end of your schedule, it ain't going to matter. And you have to do that with the Dodgers. Now, if they do it this year, that'll be 1 year out of this whole time they've been chasing, right? And they spent a whole gang of money, while the Dodgers can just snap a finger and call anybody and they'll come. And we'll throw any bread, because it's not. We just want to know. We just want to know who's going to come. If they end up coming, because we got to figure out what's up with Clayton Kershaw. This is last leg situations right now for Clayton Kershaw. So now the whole pitching rotation is going to change dramatically. Other than that, our guys, come on, man. We're talking about the best farm system in the world. Our guys are coming from everywhere. So we got guys lined up all over the place, guys you haven't even heard of yet that are coming out. We've got a Felix, Julio, the Rodriguez in AAA out there too. And it's going to happen, but he might end up being on somebody else's team as trade bait. But you know how baseball goes. It's a lot of transactions and all of that shit. What else was I said while one of these things? Oh, well, Lamar Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Where is Lamar Jackson about to play? Because this thing is, why here's Baltimore bullshitting? Because here's how I'm going to frame it to you. Then I'm going to let you run with it. Lamar Jackson, all he's saying is, give me the same guaranteed bread that this dude got over there in Cleveland, and he didn't even play last year. He wasn't even an MVP before. You know what I'm saying? So just give me that, and we cool. We can call it even. And they're saying, I don't know.
What is the holdback? What's the holdup on that? I mean, you obviously know that he is what makes your offense roll, bro. Like, no doubt. And I mean, what's the salary cap number? Like 45 million? The franchise tag, it was like 45 million for 1 year. So you're just going to pay him 45 million this year anyways. And
the most pissed off 45 million you've ever paid somebody. That person's going to be pissed off with this 45.
Yeah. is it because the way the offense is handled and it goes through him? Because a lot of those those plays, those run plays, when he makes those plays, yes, they're out of the offensive. They're not in the game plan per se, but you know damn well they're like, hey, you know, when you get a chance to go, you know, right. If you don't see it open, go. So he's putting his body at risk for your team every time, and you're not just going to pay this kid. I mean, he's well deserved.
Comparable to a dude who been busted. You know what I'm saying? Deshaun Watson, major busted drama. Now, it didn't turn out to be a whole hoopla because he plays in Cleveland. Everything is silent. It's like the cone of silence is over Cleveland, and he went to play there. And then so the stink just stayed there, and it didn't even resonate. It wasn't even major news. He just got the warm-up shitty season out of his system, and maybe he'll come out. Now, all Lamar is saying is, you trying to tell me that I don't deserve at least what this dude just got. He ain't even compared to nobody else. That's a pretty comparable dude and a comparable situation for Lamar as a genius to say, hey, that's what I'm going to compare me to. That's what I should get. I ain't talking about nobody else. I ain't talking about Mahomes, nothing. This dude wasn't even playing.
Right.
And y'all talking about comparing him to me. Now, I don't give a shit if I'm injury riddled. That's just wild. I still put it up on the board. I can't believe that he might be in the mix with this. You add his name, Rodgers might be in the mix while he was in a cave smoking weed and ayahuasca and mushrooms all at the same time. I don't know how that worked. You can't be in the dark because you have to be able to see unless you're just pissing on the floor. And so I know the darkness is bullshit, right? You know what I mean? And then with the rest of these guys,
it's not 100% darkness.
Garoppolo, blah, 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 blah. It's a whole lot of movements, man. Exactly, DC, which I still think is going to some shit's happen. All right, so how do you think all of this plays out?
Yikes! What'd you just roll through? Like 6 quarterbacks that need a land?
Let's just say Garoppolo, DC. We ain't gonna put in Darnold in there. Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers,
Geno.
Okay, let's put Geno in there. That's a go or stay situation.
You said Aaron Rodgers.
I said
Geno.
Aaron Rodgers. Let's just work with that for right now.
There's like 5.
Geno, stay or go.
Right
let's start at the S. Geno, stay or go.
I think he ends up staying for some reason. I think they give in to. I think the Seahawks give in to his demands at whatever dollar amount. I'm not 100% sure of what he's asked for. I heard something like up around $30 million, maybe. That Geno's asking for, and the Seahawks are just in negotiations. So I'd say that he probably sticks around for a second. But like the other guys, it's a toss-up. We got to go through and see.
What you got, Rodgers? Rodgers, stay or go?
I don't think Rodgers is.
Now, this is one that we could have talked about.
Is willing to make a move. I think he's kind of like set in his ways in his spot, and he knows he owns the city of Green Bay and Chicago or whatever. So, right. I mean, maybe I think he stays there. I think he stays too.
So this is one that I had at least a month ago. I'm telling you, Aaron Rodgers ain't paying for the Packers no more.
No.
Put it on the map right damn now. I wish we would have been on the air consecutively like we used to, but I am telling you, Aaron Rodgers ain't playing for the Packers no damn more. I heard
Where do you think he go?
Word on the street that the Packers are like, this dude can kiss my ass now. Now it's flipped, where he was playing like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do with y'all. Now they're like, nah, work. No, we'll figure out what we're gonna do, but you, nah, That's what I think it is with them now. So now
where's the landing spot for him though?
Vegas, bro. What is this back-to-back years though? The Packers offense moves to Vegas.
Right. Yeah. I guess like I could see that because is there talk about New York? I don't see him going to New York.
There is, but it ain't gonna happen. Yeah, it is, but it ain't gonna happen.
I mean,
so
Tampa Bay. I mean,
They're still that. Hey,
all in Brady's footsteps, but they're like hell over the salary cap, so they're gonna have to deplete people. It seems like Tennessee is kind of hooked on that. I mean, I think we've seen the last of Tannenbaum or whatever his name is.
yeah, he's in the mix too. Yeah, but he ain't. Yeah,
So
he's not coming back.
Tennessee's kind of up there. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, they got that. Frick, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. That other quarterback, but
Malik Willis.
Willis,
yeah, but he ain't gonna cut it neither. Yeah, it's gonna take him a while too. Then the Saints are an open spot, bro. So look. Remember I told you whatever quarterback goes to the South over there, NFC South, instant division win. Now, if any new quarterback goes there now for next year, if DC goes down there and plays for, I don't know, New Orleans or Carolina or instant winner, anybody in them dudes go down there. I don't know how this whole thing shapes out, man. I was looking at the thing with San Francisco now. San Francisco put themselves in a bad spot because I love to hate on San Francisco. We all love to hate on San Francisco on the West Coast. Look, they rolled Purdy the whole time, basically blew up Purdy's name, which was the greatest thing they could have ever done. Cheap quarterback, cheaper than even the ones you would get before that, right? Because he's Mr. Irrelevant. Cheap quarterback, so now I can go spend otherwise. And we found him. And we got another guy who's on a rookie contract. Perfect situation. One of them, we win. We got the best money situation ever. We get Jimmy Garoppolo out of there. But now Birdie gets hurt. So now you got to figure out what you're going to do. Do you go out and get one of these dudes and figure out, because Purdy is just Mr. Irrelevant. Now, he ain't lost yet. But still, and then you already done scrap Trey Lance. You don't even know what Trey Lance is. You don't care. So that means Trey Lance is still out there. You could still do a Mitch Trubisky with Trey Lance. Somebody could still end up with it.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to think who.
I don't think Rodgers gonna play in the Bay Area, bro.
I don't think so.
Dead.
I think that could be a good spot for Derek Carr. I mean,
I was trying to think about guys. Yeah, I know I was saying the Washington D.C. shit, but I don't like that. I just thought that was funny. I don't know what's a good spot for D.C. Maybe New York because he's an older guy. You know what I'm saying? He could deal with talking to the media. He dealt with the whole, Raider thing, and everybody follows the Raiders. Maybe he goes and plays with the Jets, and he takes that. The Jets did have double rookie of the years, bro. I keep forgetting about this shit, G. You know what I'm saying? Offensive and defensive rookie of the year. Sauce G and damn it. One of those wide receivers.
Garrett Wilson?
One of them.
Well, one of those guys.
I don't know. There was a whole bunch of them around there. Elijah Moore. There's a whole bunch of dudes out there. I don't know which one won it, but one of them did. So you go over there, they got instant credibility. That's why they were saying that Rodgers might want to go there.
Yeah.
Same reason as Brett Favre, but I don't think that's happening.
I don't think that's happening either. I mean, I think out of those scenarios that you just talked about, I believe that Vegas is the one. I mean, and I don't want to just say because of the Devontae Adams thing, but I mean that would be a high priority in his list because you know how many damn receivers he goes through and how many times he knocks them down during training camp. Says these guys need to run the right routes, blah blah blah. So at least they'll have that. But the downfall of that is that they still have that Josh McDaniels there as the freaking head coach, right?
And who wants to be the guy that says I'm about to go into this division with Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert, and I'm gonna fight it out. Well, and whatever else Russell Wilson is, and I'm gonna fight it out with these dudes head up. Who wants to volunteer for that? I don't know. I think I might want to volunteer to go to the NFC South so I could just win this thing right off the rip.
Yeah, I mean that's a good call too. I mean, you got. Carolina might be the secret landing spot for somebody after they made the coaching change. They just hired. They didn't keep the interim head coach, which is kind of he got him playing well. Like, what the hell? What the freaking name was it? Wilkes? I can't remember.
Yeah, it was Steve Wilkes for Frank Reich.
Oh, that's right, Frank Reich there. So I mean,
Frank Reich's
that's
the man.
not a bad hire though.
Hell yeah, that's a 1-point upgrade, easy upgrade on brain cells. Yeah, that's a brain cell 1-point easy upgrade for them for next year.
So you got the quarterback coach, good with quarterback coach, just like Doug Peterson in Jacksonville.
Oh, them boys too. Don't forget about them.
Yeah. So
Calvin Ridley off of gambling suspension, bro.
What's that?
Added Calvin Ridley off of gambling suspension. Added to that mix.
They're going to be lethal. They might be a nice little sleeper next year.
Oh yeah, they're
nice little sleeper. Who else was on that quarterback list? Well, we got Garoppolo, I think.
Garoppolo, that's the one. I think he more than anybody needs to be the smart guy and go to the NFC South. He needs to be the smart guy and go down there and win one and get some playoff games. You know what I'm saying? Take the you know what I'm saying, the Uncle Jesse John Stamos, you know what I'm saying, Jimmy Garoppolo down there to one of them cities down there, man. Carolina, I think, is the one though. That's the one he should go to. Because they got the double running back situation there. They've already got an investment. You got Frank Reich there. I think that's a good spot for him. I don't know. I wouldn't touch Tampa because I think that they're on the outs. Atlanta, hey, look, stay up out of there. New Orleans, good place to play, but I don't know how that's going to shape out. I think Carolina becomes next year's division winner if that quarterback goes there. One of them. Any one of these dudes go there. It's going to be just like Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers, plug and play. You put them in there, boom, they blew it up and they won it. That's what it's going to be this time with that division because it's so whack over there, so soft.
Yep. I agree with that. I need to hear about some Kraken, homie. What after the end of the year last year, from the end of the year through the first 2 weeks of January, fire. When they win like 8 in a row, 9 in a row. Now they're on the freaking down hill spiral. Not putting up a lot of goals, but they're not giving up a lot of goals. And it seems like Grubauer's been playing pretty well. I got to see a little bit of the game the other night. It would end up like 11-10 or whatever the hell the score was at that point. That Boston game. And then tonight I think they play at 4 or Sundays. So probably pop that on here in a second after this race. But you see anything that you've noticed? Like, are they slowing down? I mean, is it offensive camaraderie? Man, I don't know. Like I said, I've been out of the loop. Anything you've seen on that end?
Man, you know what? The boys is fine out here. They're okay. Okay,
there you go.
They're getting it together. And the defense is a part of the strategy. We're trying to be tough. That's the thing. Now, the whole thing is, it was some shit popping. You talked about we had something going with hockey. Oh my God. If there is such a thing as a gambling god, that dude hates my guts, bro. Because I'm telling you, I found the thing of all things. And I'll tell you what the thing of all is. I tell them what this was. Okay, so any minus 400 favorite, okay, was undefeated for a stretch of covering the puck line. So minus 1.5. If that team money line favorite was over 400, they were 13-0. I hear about this trend. I go, ooh, I like something like this. Let me try it. How does something like that fall off twice? So it goes from being an undefeated stat to 13-2 when I went in it.
Wow. No way, homie, man. That's some bullshit. What the hell? Like, I'll be honest, we were on like a 0-13 streak.
It was bad.
For a minute, and then you popped off a couple ones, got us back in there.
I'm out.
But man, yeah, we gotta wait for that. We gotta wait for that first 5, homie. telling you, we talked a lot about the first 5 last year during MLB season. We'll get it back. I'll tell you that right now. Especially once I'll start getting. Like I said, I work a lot, but I'll be able to figure out my own way to figure out. Okay, do a little more research because baseball games are late anyways. So I'll be able to have time to sit down, take my 30-minute little lunch that I'm, supposed to be taking because they freaking take it out anyways.
Right.
So might as well sit down for 30 minutes and do some research. And then when I get home at night, I can prep for the next day. So I think we're going to be all right.
Well,
F5,
I told
way to
you
roll.
last season, I said, we should have done a breakdown show of how to bet on baseball. And one day when you could break it down to me, then I'll be all into it. But it seems like it's just so many different things going on and whatnot. But so stay tuned for that, because that show and the content never ends. There's always material to come out with. So we might even have this breakdown show for y'all to. So
remind me, we'll do it on the next one when we do we'll have to do our annual spring training picks and all that good stuff. So
okay,
we'll knock it all out in one when we do that. Probably our next show, which probably won't be for right before opening day, sometime then. So, still with the
I'm for it. Because other than that, I'm ready to give up because I can't call A's with a big ass A on it. Okay, I have no idea what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It could be a big ass face card with a K on the side. I say king, and they will tell me that it is not a king. So I don't know what's going on. So I'm gonna leave it alone.
But it is true.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I zig. They zigzag and zig again, bro. I don't understand. So I'm gonna leave it alone because it feels like it's one of those the stove is hot situations. And the homie knows that I only need to find out once that it's hot. And if you put money on the line too, I will get angry because I enjoy money way too much. I don't have it, but I just like it. I like the concept of having it. So giving it to somebody because I made a dumbass decision or some dumbass shit happened on TV that I had no control over. Oh, I am pissed. Especially, now dig this. The worst one was, okay, so the trend was going. I told you what the trend was. So minus 400 money line tells you as a derivative, go to the puck line so you'll be able to get better odds because you ain't gonna pay minus 400, right? So I said on the second one, I go, there's no way it fell off the first time. What? There's no way. The second time I go to do it, the puck line is minus 190 still. And I go, it's gotta happen. There's no way to lose.
And they zig and zagged and zigged back.
13-0 to 13-2. And you know why that is? Because the homie was on it. Thanks to me, it fell off. And I must keep following it too, because I want to see how far it goes. Maybe it's one of those trends that just, was there. And then it starts evening back. I don't know, but that's 13-0 was too crazy because I heard RJ's guys was talking about these was eating off of it when it was 5-0.
Yeah,
they were just hammering it because it's not every day you're gonna have a minus 400 hockey game on the schedule. Not every day. You know what I mean? So you have to find that, and then you have to go back, and then you have to go and hit it. Oh my God. So anyway, that's the reason of my frustration, you know what I'm saying, with the believe it or not, gambling god. If I see the gambling god somewhere, if he do exist, I'm gonna slap the hell out of him if I see him. We gonna have problems.
As you should, homie. As you should. He deserves it. He deserves it for damn sure. So I think we're running out of time here, so we got to jump back. It's 37 to go. He's up. Was he the one that got
watermelon today?
Was he the one that got in that? No, that was Keselowski last week that was leading, huh? And then got
last
wrecked?
Last
week?
Yeah.
Was it Keselowski that was leading last week and then got wrecked?
Yeah. But
I was trying to
Chastain, he don't give a shit. He will wreck. He done let everybody know. Last season, he put everybody on notice that I'm trying to win and I don't give a shit about none of that. I will wreck you. So, and now he's in first with 35 to go. I'm pretty sure that everybody knows that go get him. If we're on him in the bumper, they're gonna spin him out. So he better get some space. He's gonna get spun out because he told everybody that's how I'm going to get down. So turnabout is fair play. I mean, you gotta love stuff like that. These dudes is in vehicles driving 175 miles an hour, talking about I am going to wreck you. I love this.
Yeah, this is going to be a good wild ending here for sure. Hey, you know what? Too, we need to touch base on and before the season starts, see how this stupid pitch clock works out for MLB.
Oh man, what happened last night?
Did you see that? I just saw a little clip. Like, called the guy out for not looking at the pitcher with 8 seconds left on the clock. He's supposed to look at the pitcher.
He didn't want to step in and look up.
And
what?
So they called him out. And how is that going to decide a game? How is MLB going to let that decide a game? They got to change that. Like, change the pitch clock at the end of the last 3 innings. That just seems to be one of the stupidest rules they came up with. Like, I get it, maybe a little bit, but 15 seconds, come on, bump it up 5 seconds, or at the end of the 7th, 8th, 9th, when the game's on the line, man, they got a lot to play for. Bump it up to 25 seconds, freaking, man, I don't know, or just not give a damn about it.
Yo,
30 seconds. I don't know.
That he reminded me of the first dude who got body cavity searched after they started the thing. He was just a sacrificial lamb. Why would you do that? Why would Blue do that on the 27th out, bro? For real? Look, I'm done. I just want to go. I just want to go home. I just want to go home. Look, y'all bullshitting. You're out. What? You ain't even gonna give him a chance to swing the bat or accept a pitch on the 27th out.
Can you imagine that happening in a real game though,
no
bro?
Way.
Like,
benches are cleared.
Bench and manager is getting tossed. I mean, game's already over, but he's gonna get his money's worth for sure.
Lloyd McClendon, shout out, grab the bases and just walk off.
Yo, it's gonna be ugly if that goes down, bro.
Earl Weaver, let Earl Weaver hear about that. Let Billy Martin hear about that.
Peace, Earl Weaver. Rest in peace, Billy Martin. Yeah, they'd lose.
Sort of hear about my guy sitting down on the 27th out on a time situation. What?
Yeah, to lose the ball game. Not at all. That ain't
a tying run or go ahead run on second, and you sit my guy down on some time clock shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they got to fix that before. And you know what? I think they will. I think they'll come up with something. I think people will come up with something because they'll change. They change the rules in the middle of whatever season that was, where they're like the pine tar or whatever.
They're proactive like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So they change in the middle of the season. Okay, you're going to get frisked, like you said, you referenced to earlier. So we'll see. But hey, we're back every once in a while. So hopefully this isn't a lost episode like we've done in the past before, but we'll see if we can get it.
It's like 8 or 9 small pieces. So, I mean, you add it all together, you got something.
Yeah. If they're still there, if they're still out there in the iCloud services or whatever the hell it's called.
Hell.
Yeah. My dumbass isn't going to be able to find them, but I'll do my best.
Shout out to the cloud.
So, hi, brother. Well, hey, everybody. Thanks again for listening. We're back. Send us those questions using hashtag Stix and Sports. Follow me on Twitter at Stix015. Follow this guy and us big homie at homie_anonymous. Go to This Is Funner for more podcasts and online content. Obviously, the merch is out there.
Let us know that you see me on that Ring doorbell out there in the 99301 and the 99336 and the 99337 and the 99338 and the 87562 or whatever the hell other zip codes and area codes are out here. I don't know.
Look at this zip code knowledge being dropped on you guys right now. I'm trying to tell you, it's just like finding Pokemon on the streets. Okay, it's the same thing, but
352.
Yes, Sam.
Hey, I'm out here. And this will be the shirt y'all see. This one, Sports Fix with Stix. There we go. And now it's big homie. It'll be out there, especially when it starts to cut a little bit warmer outside and not 47 degrees. Well, actually, not 27 degrees.
Yeah.
Gets up to 37. It starts to get a little hard to breathe out in that neck of the woods. So, but man, anyways, we're back. We're just doing our thing. I don't know how the hell I have technical issues when literally my download speed's like 400 and it's way better than it was before. And now
Well, here's another thing that I just heard.
It just popped off.
Yeah, well, apparently they're just now expanding technology out to that neighborhood because I just read an article about Spectrum and those guys out there cutting a deal so where y'all could get content. I mean, I can't believe that there are places in the United States that are still not able to get content, but you guys are having limited problems or having issues with Kraken and the Mariners or something out there. And there was just a deal being cut with Root, if I'm not mistaken, with Spectrum.
Yeah, just
to make sure that you guys are good, right?
Oh, so Spectrum's actually getting on board. Yeah, because they don't have it over here on any of the networks. So Fubo is the only one I think that has Root Sports right now. So yeah,
that's cold blood. So Spectrum is your what you guys use for would be the cable company, right?
Cable and internet. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's Spectrum, and I think there's also something called Charter over here, but I think they're just internet. But I think Spectrum's the only cable area over here. It's something weird. But
yeah, that deal might turn out to be pretty large for the Northwest because it does expand to the Blazers too. And you already alluded to the Fubu. I keep doing that. They need to come out with better names of this stuff. The app Fubo deal that's a part of that whole thing with Root 2. If you didn't know, they're in cahoots. You know what I'm saying? So that's a part of that. So the Blazers are in there. They're trying to highlight some Northwest sports to make sure everybody in the region gets it because they're really starting to get pissed off. Now, this is some inside sports shit, but I hear word on the street is everybody who did raise their voice and say, why the hell we can't get Mariners games in certain places or Kraken games in certain places, and we live in the North and the region. That is our team. Why the hell we can't get it? So y'all voices was heard. Shout out to y'all. So I'm just sitting at the table by myself with this fool again. I'm over here trying to record a program and try to give people information. But anyway, what's popping with Lamar Jackson, though? Baltimore can't be stupid and just be like, we're not going to pay Lamar Jackson. That just doesn't make sense. I don't understand it. I don't get it. You have one dude, and how could you even trip when this dude is asking for equivalent pay, bread? All he's asking for is equivalent bread to Deshaun Watson, fool who got busted and wasn't even playing for years, and he was out here doing MVP business. He just want guaranteed bread. Just give him the guaranteed bread. Somebody gave a fool guaranteed bread who didn't deserve it. Somebody gave dude. So that set the precedent. So how you gonna tell me if I win MVP that I can't get that and then all that? Guess who else is gonna have money problems coming up? All these fools too. Joe Burrow, Herbert, everybody gonna have money problems coming up. They gonna have problems with these boys when these boys want to put this contract money how they want to put it, and then the owners want to put it how they want to put it. And if you don't get a cat that's like Mahomes who says, yes, I want long-term bread and I know I'm gonna be straight, but I still need to make it friendly for the franchise so I can get to the heights and the levels where I need to get. When I'm talking about, I'm not even going to do the cliche legacy shit, but I'm just talking about, when you're talking about building your resume of accomplishments and shit. So, I mean, you got to do it. But the cats that want to just get the money, you just have to be, the TV money is going to be so stupid that it's not even going to matter. The ownerships is going to make this bread back. We talked about this before. Year over year, hot dogs and concessions, all of that shit's even. So what's going to change? Advertising dollars change from one contract to the next. And then, you know what I'm saying, the TV deal dollars change from next to next. And that's it. Everything else is the same. Maybe they'll bump your ticket prices. And of course, everybody know the ticket prices is getting ridiculous. But I don't even think people is back out in full-fledged situation yet. I don't even think the demand is out there for everybody who wants to go to games. I want to go to see the S all the time. I want to go to Ice Blue Day with everybody and represent on Ice Blue Day. But you can't do it. 3 tickets, minimum, walk in the door, $110 each, $115 each, $125 each. I ain't even talking about, I'm talking about sitting way up $200. That's stupid. You know what I mean? So you make it so the fan could be able to get out here, but I mean, that sounds stupid. That sounds washed. That sounds old because companies got to get bread, and that's how companies evolve. That's how companies eat. That's how everything happens. So
That was Sports Fix with Stix. Thank you for listening, and don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review the show. If you want to join the show, use the hashtag StixandSports.
Winners don't make excuses.